I've been keeping it a secret that my brother got cheated on and has been living with me for the time being, but our mom saw a random man walking in the background of our Facetime, and now she's convinced I'm cheating on my husband. About 2 weeks ago, my 25F sister-in-law, 32F, dropped a bombshell on my brother, 29M, that their youngest, 5F, might not be his child because she had been sleeping with her ex-boyfriend around the time they got pregnant. He showed up on my doorstep and asked if he could stay with me while he figured this stuff out. I of course said yes and made up the guest room for him. My brother asked if I could keep his situation private while he figures out his next moves and especially not tell our parents. My mom has an incredibly close relation to my sister-in-law, and with how she treated her older sister who divorced her husband after he cheated on her, she doesn't view cheating as something worth divorcing over. Basically, the other day, my mom and I were on FaceTime and I was showing her how my karating garden was coming along. My back was facing the house, and during the call, she briefly saw my brother pass by a window without his shirt on. She ended up cutting the call short and left me confused until she called back last night and lectured me on how I was betraying my husband and that marriage is a promise for a lifetime. She said she understood I was lonely, but this was not the way to handle things. My husband has been in Canada, we live in the States, since April with his father, who is in kidney failure and struggling with other illnesses and is looking like he won't make it past Christmas at this point. He is aware of the situation and aware of not telling my parents anything. I couldn't explain to my mom and tried playing it off that she was just seeing things, but she didn't buy it. I told my brother what happened and he's frustrated about it. He asked for a few more days to get his head straight and then he will talk to our parents about it, but knowing him, those few days could turn into weeks. I don't want to spill to my parents, but this situation is incredibly uncomfortable. What do I do? Commenter: if your mom doesn't think cheating is something to divorce over, let her think what she wants. You told her you're not having an affair. What she chooses to think is up to her. Let your brother have his space. The truth will all come out when he's ready and you can all laugh about it. Up. I don't think there will be any laughing if it comes down to divorce for my brother. When my mom's sister got divorced, she was very supportive and a shoulder to cry on, but when she filed for divorce, my mom pretty much disowned for years and their relationship still hasn't recovered. Basically, divorce is the worst of the worst for my mom over anything else, which is why this is so touchy. But I do agree with giving him time. I can deal with being uncomfortable for a bit. Thank you for your reply. Commenter 2. As long as your husband knows what's going on, I don't think this is a big problem. It will eventually get sorted when your brother makes the decision to deal with this, and then you can explain the situation to her. Is your brother waiting for paternity test results? Up. My husband is aware. I called him and told him what happened after my mother accused me. My brother has been too depressed to do a paternity test yet, but I am encouraging him to have one done, but I think he's scared of the results. He doesn't want to lose his daughter. Edit 1. I am currently at work, but I am thankful for all the replies and reading through all of them. Edit 2. Just want to clarify. I already replied to one commenter, but my husband is aware of what my mom thinks is going and why my brother is staying with me. Edit 3. I really am thankful for everyone who has commented. When I get home from work tonight, I will be looking into getting mental and legal help for my brother. Also, for those asking why I didn't just say it was him visiting, I will be honest and panicked. I was nervous if I mentioned him to our mother, she'd call his home and talk to Sil and find out everything. Considering how much my mom loves my Sil, she'd take her side and try to intervene and guilt my brother into going back to her. I could have been much smarter in that moment. Update. So it's been about 2 weeks since I posted, and a lot has happened since then. I guess to start off, about 2 days after I made the post, the cat was out of the bag about my brother and his wife. My mom did end up calling over to my brother's house and spoke with his wife, I think about something Christmas related, and she ended up breaking down in tears and telling our mom everything. Long story short, our mom is relieved I'm not cheating on my husband and was upset that we felt we couldn't trust her to side with my brother before decisions were made. We had a big talk as a family and understood why she felt the way she did towards divorce, and she even admitted she regrets how she acted when her own sister was getting divorced. She felt like her sister was ruining her child's life like her parents did to them by having them live half-lives in different states. Overall, we grew closer as a family after that. On to the other things. We got a lawyer through one of our lawyer cousins who has a colleague that specializes in family law and divorces. He also got a paternity test and thankfully it came back that his daughter is in fact his. I had to do a bit of tough love to get this rolling. However, his wife isn't doing well. After the paternity test came back, she thought they could work it out, but when he told her no, she ended up trying to hurt herself. I won't go into too much detail, but she's no longer in their shared home and is instead living with her parents while my brother moved back in with the kids. I think he's happier now that he has the kids around him again. Currently looking into getting therapy for the children as they were present when their mother tried to hurt herself, and my brother will be starting therapy after the new year. I'm optimistic it will be okay. My husband is still in Canada with his family. His father is still doing bad, but he at least gets to have one last Christmas with him before he passes. I think that's all we could ask for. I'm grateful to everyone that commented and messaged me with advice, and my brother appreciates it as well. I'm looking forward to having Christmas dinner with my mom, my brother and niece and nephew. With all the hell that's been this year, it'll be nice to have this one moment.